people, so I can't believe I'm making this video.
It's funny how he jumped into the camera.
Okay, so about 6 months ago, I made a video talking about this little girl and her mom that I thought was kidnapped. Everybody came to my channel telling me, DJ, you need to investigate this. Like, this YouTuber was literally kidnapped. So that's exactly what I did. I investigated through this channel, and I found this little girl and her mom that post YouTube videos. It all seemed normal at first, just a little girl and her mom hanging out, making fun videos, dancing, singing, but then I found things that were really weird. In the background of one of their videos, you could see a huge camera in this little girl's room. That was really weird. People also noticed that this little girl and her mom never went outside in any of their videos, and it was honestly true. I was looking through hundreds and hundreds of their videos, and they never stepped.
Before we get further into this story, man, they look like they do a lot of cosplay and stuff like that, bro. I just feel like this story is really so crazy. Now, I don't know who this is, by the way, yo. I don't know who this is, but from the looks of this screenshot, well, where I paused it at, look like we in for a video, man.
Foot outside. They seem to always be in their house, which was very weird. That seems like something that somebody who was kidnapped would do. I ended up making 2 or 3 videos about this channel talking about how I actually think that they're kidnapped and how crazy this situation is, that there's a YouTuber who's actually been kidnapped. But let me tell you guys something. I've been thinking about it more and more over the past couple of days, and I honestly think that this little girl and her mom are liars. I think that they have been lying to us and playing with us this whole time, and I think I have proof. For all of this to make sense,
you know, some people, man, they do anything for views, bro.
Evidence on why people thought that they were kidnapped. The first point of evidence was the fact that in all of their videos, they would never go outside or they would never even speak. Whenever I made my first video on them, everybody was commenting telling me, DJ, they never go outside, they never talk in their videos. The reason they don't do this is because they were kidnapped and they can't actually use their real voice. They don't want people to find them, or they're not allowed to use their real voice. They're not allowed to go outside. And when I first got to their channel, it was—
that's crazy,
man. I was looking through videos and they never went outside, they never used their voice. But if you go to their channel now, you can see that in their most recent video, they're actually at the hair salon getting their hair done. This little girl.
Bro, why do their face look like that? Like, it look like their face is deformed in a way, or like they got some sort of surgery on their face, bro. It looks so weird.
At like a store in public, like there's actually people around them. So why would their kidnapper let them go outside?
Or is that a filter? I don't know.
This video right here, they're outside, they have a car, they're walking around, they're in public, everything seems normal. So we can debunk that theory. Now, the second most popular piece of evidence as to why people think they're kidnapped is the fact that in a couple of their videos, you can see a huge camera in this little girl's room. It also—
I would have never spotted that, bro.
Right, this video that got 14 million views, it looks like a normal video. There's a—
they face look
right
weird, bro.
And there's her mom just talking. I can't really hear what the— okay, it's
is
just
that makeup or
just singing. It seems normal. Mom and daughter singing, hanging out. But if you pause the video right when it starts, you can see that on this little girl's shelf, she has a bunch of plushies, and you know, it looks like a normal little girl's room. But then, what's this? What's that?
A camera?
Circular thing. Is that a camera? If you go to the comments, everybody's saying, who saw the camera? Did anybody else notice the camera? When I first found out about this, I thought it was weird because, I mean, that's pretty weird that you would put a camera in your little girl's, like, little daughter's room. Why do you have to keep eyes on her at all times? Is she like—
right, that's weird.
She sneaks out of the house? Like, what? Why do you need a camera in her room? I honestly thought that this might actually—
now, I wouldn't think that, you know, she would be the type that would sneak out of the room and go do other stuff, man. Especially if people were saying he was kidnapped, but I guess they wasn't kidnapped, man. But that is weird, bro. Parents, would y'all do that? Would y'all put a camera in y'all child room, man? Or would y'all just, you know, tell them why y'all doing it, or, you know, the suspicions that y'all, you know, that y'all think of, or something like that, man? Let me know.
Prove that they're being kidnapped and they're being watched, because who puts cameras in their rooms? But
oh, they think somebody else is watching them.
This Bebop and BB channel uploaded a video.
There's a camera back there.
Girl and her uncle, apparently, but they're in the kitchen, and once again they show another camera, but this time it's so obvious. They just have a camera in their kitchen.
That's a big camera too, boy.
That obviously is not real. I'm pretty sure all cameras need to be plugged into something, and I'm pretty sure this isn't plugged in. There's no wires or anything. It's literally on the cabinet. I think they put this on the cabinet to get a bunch of comments. They knew all the little kids would comment, oh my God.
It's drawing attention.
If we go back to that video where the camera was barely hidden behind the freaking bear, a ton.
We got an ad right here, man. But yeah, that camera, bro, right there when he was in the kitchen, it was definitely obvious. But we already skipped this ad.
So much time.
A ton of people commented. There's 65,000 comments on this video, and so many people are saying, oh my God, there's a camera, there's a camera. This person even said, Hasi vai una camera. I don't know what the hell that means, but this person even noticed it's a camera, and they're 2 years old. So I think that they did this on purpose. They knew if they put the camera out in the middle, like just right there for you to see, they could get a ton of comments. This next piece of evidence as to why they're kidnapped is very, very weird though. Just take a look at this. In this video right here, the mom and the daughter are unboxing a box or whatever. We don't need to focus on that because look at the background. Once again, we have the camera right here still looking at them, but there's a sign that says, warning, you may not leave. You can see this sign in a bunch of other videos too. Like in this video where the girl's hanging out with her grandma or something.
Okay, bro. So y'all know how they just, now this is just my theory, right? Y'all know how they just put the camera for real, like when they was in the kitchen and they saying people comments or whatever. I feel like they planned into the fact that people were saying that they kidnapped. So they probably thinking like, look, we're going to get more views because people were saying we kidnapped or whatever. Now they putting a sign up like this. You may not leave. Like I said, bro, it's all about them getting views, bro. I feel like that's what they doing this for. I don't think they really kidnapped, but we ready to continue the video.
Who puts a sign saying, warning, you may not leave in their daughter's bedroom? That's really weird, and it led a lot of people to say, people who saw the sign, oh my God, there's a hidden camera and the sign says you can't leave. A lot of people think that this is proof that they're kidnapped, like they think a kidnapper put this in her room to remind her she can't leave and put a camera in
all for views.
Keep eyes on
I
her.
feel like,
if we're being honest, why would you put a sign? So let's just think about this. Let's say you like this is hypothetical. Let's say you kidnap somebody. Would you put a sign in their room saying, warning, you may not leave? No,
right.
You wouldn't put a sign.
That's crazy.
Especially if they had a YouTube channel. Like let's say you kidnapped PewDiePie or something. And you know he had a YouTube channel. Would you put a sign in his room to where people can find out that he's kidnapped through his YouTube videos? No, you wouldn't do that. You would tell him, hey.
It's like they hiding it, but they also not hiding it to the point where as though you wouldn't be able to see it for real.
Why they're kidnapped is really, really strange. It's so weird. So here's the thing. On their channel, they have thousands.
They letting it show just enough.
Mom and their like the mom and the daughter just post a bunch of different videos of them hanging out, doing dances, stuff like that. But in every single video, they never ever answer any comments. Like let's just click on a random video. Let's click on this one right here with the mom and the daughter just hanging out. I don't know what the hell this video is. They're dancing. Yeah. If you go to the comments, I guarantee you won't find anything. Let them go, please. They need to be themselves now. Somebody commented, let them go. They think they're kidnapped. They did not reply. Who's here from DJ Loves Turbo? That's actually pretty cool. Shout out to you. Everybody else is saying, you know, oh, I'm about to cry. Who is she? Are you okay? Are you okay? Like, do you need help? This mom and daughter never answer anyone's comments. This is honestly really weird. Like, think about it. If you had a YouTube...
I'm not gonna lie though, it's plenty of YouTubers for real, especially like big YouTubers that do not answer their comments, bro. Like the Prince family, the Trench family, mainly people with millions of subscribers, man. You know, like Kai and Astro Speed, they posting on YouTube, man. They not checking comments, man. No YouTube comments, for real. They reading their live stream or whatever. Like maybe if, all right, I'm gonna see this. Is a better chance of them reading your comments if they live versus to you just commenting on a video that they already posted. You feel me? So it's a lot of YouTubers that don't check their comments.
Channel, and all of a sudden everybody was saying, are you okay? Are you kidnapped? If a bunch of people were commenting that on your videos, wouldn't you answer them and say, I'm okay, I'm fine?
I mean, yeah, but like, that kill a mystery
You're
though.
Probably thinking that I just randomly picked a video that nobody commented on, blah blah blah, like, oh, you just picked a random video, DJ. No, look, we can click on this video right here. Who's your favorite character? I don't know what the hell this video is, but if you go to the comments, look, they didn't reply to anybody. Wear yellow if you're in danger. They didn't reply. They didn't reply to any of these comments. They're not replying to anybody. Another piece of evidence as to why people think they're kidnapped is the fact that they're always wearing makeup in every single video.
They look creepy, bro.
This is a video where it says happy birthday and they're outside going to a birthday dinner, but they went out to eat and they're wearing a lot of makeup. Now you might be saying, DJ, that's normal. You know, girls wear makeup all the time, and I agree.
It's too much makeup.
Always wear makeup. But it's every single video, and the makeup is pretty crazy.
So, like, is they trying to hide their real identity? Like, I don't know.
The little girl looks like this. In this video, she looks like this. They look different in every single video. And it's not just the little girl. It's even the mom. The mom is wearing a ton of makeup in every single video. And you might think that's normal. But the reason that people think that this is proof that they're kidnapped is because back in 2015,
we going back now.
Of Ava Baldwin went missing in San Antonio, Texas. Apparently, she was taken away by her mom. This is a picture of her and her mom, and if we're being honest, they look very similar to the mom and the daughter on this channel. The only thing that's different is the fact that they're wearing a bunch of makeup. This is the craziest piece of evidence that we have showing that they could actually be because they look so
that is crazy.
This little girl looks just like this little girl. She just grew up a little bit. I mean, yeah, the girl was taken away in 2015.
Their smile was just the same, bro. Now, him going back in 2015, I was not expecting this part of the video, but yes, their smile looked exactly the same, bro. That is creepy.
That was 10 years ago. That looks like 10 years of growth. But let me explain to you my theories on why I think we have been lied to, why I think that this is all a big hoax.
It's for views.
Insane. But let me explain. So this Bebop and BB channel started posting videos a long time ago. They were posting videos of this little girl dancing, and she was literally like 5 or 6 years old at the time, just dancing around, making random videos, just normal mom and daughter stuff. In all of these videos, there was nothing weird at all. There was no cameras in the background. There was no "you may not leave" sign. There was none of that weird kidnapping.
That sign is crazy.
Videos where this little girl would go outside. She would be outside, stuff like that. Everything would be normal, you know, and nobody thought that they were kidnapped until they posted this video. Hashtag we need cash. This video absolutely blew up for some reason.
44 million views, bro.
Big trend. So it's just the mom and the daughter doing something very weird. They have a filter on their face. They're going like
44 million views, bro. I'm just sitting back thinking, like, I wonder how much they got paid off of that, bro. 44 million views on that short, bro. I know it was probably a couple thousands.
I don't really know, but if you look in the background, there's no camera, there's no sign that says you can't leave, blah blah blah. There's no nothing indicating that they're kidnapped, right? Well, for some reason, everybody on this video commented saying, you know, oh my god, I think they're kidnapped. I think they're kidnapped. For some reason, people saw this video and assumed that they were kidnapped, and I think that this Bebop and BB channel was like, oh, this video blew up. We got 44 million views.
They're gonna run along with it.
$1,000 from this video.
That's what I just said, a couple $1,000.
They decided that in every single video after this, they would stop answering comments.
It's gonna bring the views, which is gonna bring the moolah.
Cameras in the background to extend the fact that people think that they're kidnapped. They even decided to put...
Bro, he's saying exactly what I just said earlier in this video.
A sign in this little girl's room that says, warning, you may not leave. I honestly think that they realize that there's a ton of little kids out there who are saying, oh my god, they're kidnapped, they're kidnapped, they're kidnapped. And they realize that this is an easy way to get views, likes, and comments if they act like they're kidnapped, but don't say anything about it. So that's exactly
I just said that.
They started making weird videos with cameras in the background, and they stopped going outside. They stopped making videos of them going outside to further extend that, oh my god, they're kidnapped. They
got to keep the mystique.
Also, the fact that
I think I'm saying that right.
The fact that everybody says, are you kidnapped? Are you kidnapped? Are you kidnapped? And they never ever answer just proves my point even more. I think that they know if they reply to a comment and say, no, we aren't kidnapped. We aren't Ava and Grace Baldwin. Like, we are not associated with that mom and daughter that went missing. If they come out, they know that everybody's gonna forget about them. The main audience of people who watch this content, the main audience of people who watch Bebop and BB aren't people who really care about their nice dancing moves and their nice, makeup. If they come out and say, no, we aren't kidnapped, I think they'll lose a lot of their fans.
And that's the thing, bro. That one video that had 44 million views, they had to capitalize on that. Because anything after that, you know, that wasn't showing that they was kidnapped or they wasn't playing up to that fact, that 44 million views probably would have went down to 4 million views. They don't want that.
And I think they know that. That's why they're playing along with it. I'm not gonna sit here and act like all these little kids who believe that they're kidnapped are dumb, because I myself have made multiple videos saying that I think they're kidnapped. But with enough time to think and really like sift through this case, I can honestly say that I think they lied about all of this. On this website where it talks about like the Ava Baldwin girl that went missing and her mom, they actually mentioned that, you know, she's supposed to be 13 years old and stuff like that. And they even mention that the Bebop and BB channel is full of controversial theories. Many people on the internet claim that Bebop and BB on TikTok and on YouTube are the mom and the daughter. There could be some police who end up finding out about this Bebop and BB channel and really figuring out if this is actually them. The only thing that's holding me back from saying that this is a complete lie is the fact that this little girl and her mom look so similar. Like, I don't know.
It's creepy,
like
bro. They do look just alike.
You never know. Let me know what you think. Do you
just
think
with makeup.
about all this? Do you think that this is all fake, or do you think that this is actually them and they have been missing?
All right, man. To conclude that video, man, yeah, I believe that they just did this for real because they wanted the views, bro. Like I just said, they knew that once they got that 44 million views, they had to keep it going. They had to keep their foot on the pedal, bro. And it seemed like it's working for them, even though they lying about being kidnapped. That is something serious. You shouldn't be lying about that or even alluding to that idea that you are kidnapped. That's not nothing funny because people really do be getting kidnapped. But anyway, yeah, man, I just feel like they was doing it for views, bro. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment sections below, man. Let me know if y'all want me to do some more DJ Loves Turbo reactions. And I got y'all. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff. I'll see you on the next video. I'm out. Peace. Y'all have a blessed day.